Before we start today's video, we're going to be making our second trade of the series. We're going to be trading our backup safety, Dwight Lowry, to the Houston Texans for a future second, a future fourth, and a current seventh. So now in the Lowry and Travis Benjamin trades, we now have 2 sevenths, not seconds, 2 sevenths this year, 3 seconds next year, 2 fourths next year, and 1 future seventh. We got a future second and seventh from a Benjamin trade. I think we got more for Lowry, which I'm a bit surprised. Benjamin's a little better, and he's younger, but I guess I'll take it. We get 3 second-round picks next year. Phillip Rivers and the Chargers offense coming off their best game of the season, scoring 35 against a very good Chiefs defense with a good defensive line core, Chris Jones, etc. A very good linebacking core with Tamba, the veteran, Justin Houston, who's really good, and an excellent secondary with Marcus Peters and Eric Berry, but the defense was awful. No takeaways after 4 takeaways in week 2, allowing Alex Smith to look like Aaron Rodgers and Spencer Ware to look like Le'Veon Bell. The Chiefs scored 47 on the Chargers, and the Chargers are now 0-3, taking on the 2-1 Eagles, as on the opening kick return, Darren Sproles, who is starting, or was supposed to start for some reason, hurt his chest. He had a bruised sternum, would be out for this game, set to return next week. I noticed a lot of bruised sternums, as early in the game, I believe that's Torrey Smith getting all the way to the 26, nice pass from Wentz. Then on 2nd and 6, 3 minutes into the game, the Eagles are already almost in the red zone. Over to LeGarrette Blount with the spin move, with the juke move. He's been one of that big power guy, but I mean, I guess if he wants to look like David Johnson, he can look like David Johnson. As on 1st and goal on the 10, Wentz under pressure, and it's Joey Bosa, who's been phenomenal this season. 2 sacks week 1. A sack week 2, a sack week 3, and now a sack week 4. Maybe he'll have more. We'll see. As on 2nd and goal on the 18, Wentz firing deep and intercepted by Jahil Addae, as both Addae and Trey Boston, who are average safeties, have looked like Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor. Both of them have been extremely good, as later, or not really later, but as the Chargers backed up on their own 11, Rivers would find Keenan Allen, and there goes Keenan Allen, past the 10 to about the 7-yard line. Excellent play from Rivers to Keenan Allen, Keenan Allen had an excellent game too last week after 2 quiet first games. Later in the drive, Rivers, actually the very next play, will find Antonio Gates, the veteran, with the touchdown. He is now 6th all-time in receiving touchdowns. After that one of the greatest tight ends of all time, no doubt about it. As the next drive for the Eagles, Wentz would find, I believe, Torrey Smith once again, the free agent acquisition from San Francisco. Now Caleb Sturgis going for a 63-yard field goal, if my math is right, and pretty good at math, which, yeah, Caleb Sturgis is no Matt Prater. Go Lions. Matt Prater, excellent kicker, but, you know. As on 1st and 10, Michael Kendricks will get to Phillip Rivers. This Chargers offensive line has been horrendous. Then the very next play to be Brandon Graham with the sack. I mean, the Chargers' best offensive lineman is rookie Forrest Lamb. So that's that. As next quarter, it's going to be a handoff to Melvin Gordon. Gets by a few defenders, and Melvin Gordon looking like beast mode. He had an excellent game. More on him in just a bit. So then on 2nd and 22 for Phillip Rivers, after I'm assuming he got sacked, would lose the football, get sacked again, and the Eagles would pick it up. At least 4 sacks already for Philly today. Yeah. That's the Chargers offensive line in a nutshell. So now it's 1st and 10 on the 31 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Wentz would hand it off to Blount. Blount will get by a Los Angeles defender. Get by another one. How many times have I said San Diego today? How many times? This is going to be a big issue in the series. Anyway, a nice run from Blount. 2nd and goal on the 5. Wentz the only one in the backfield. If they not learned from the Super Bowl 49 Seahawks incident, well, I mean, they passed it and it worked. Zach Ertz with his first touchdown of the game, tying this ball game up. So then 3rd and 1 on the 31. Rivers would pass it. If they learn nothing from the Seahawks, he would find Mike Williams, who was airborne, and wide open. Rivers' excellent start to this game. So, I mean, it worked, as that's going to be Josh Lambo going for a 54-yard field goal. And that is right down Main Street as Josh Lambo with that kick, giving the Chargers a 7-10 lead. So then, want to say Phillip. Carson Wentz will find Blunt on the screen, and LeGarrette Blunt with another big play. Blunt would get to about midfield to the 45. So then the very next play would be back to Blunt. Blunt with a first down. He would lose the football, but the Eagles would pick it up. So if they get the first down, hard hit by this Chargers defense, which is hit very hard. A lot of fumbles forced so far this season. So first and goal, or first and 10, not first and goal. On the 24, the Eagles went under pressure, and it's Joey Bosa once again with his second sack of the game and 6th on the year. He is tied for second currently with many players with 6, as Calais Campbell of the Jaguars currently leads. There's Melvin Gordon with a juke. Melvin Gordon with a spin move. There goes Melvin Gordon, the first play from scrimmage in the second half, and he's going to take it the distance, 75 yards, touchdown, Los Angeles Chargers. Melvin Gordon was bad week 2, but all the other weeks, he's been very solid. He's been excellent so far for the Chargers, despite their horrendous offensive line. As it's going to be hand off to Blunt. Blunt would get the first down, but he'd run backwards, and he'd lose a yard, so the first down wouldn't count, and the Chargers would get back the ball. That may make a big impact, but the Chargers are backed up on their own goal line. Rivers looking deep for Mike Williams, but it'd be intercepted by Patrick Robinson, who in real life really sucks. As I have a Madden 16 memory, I was playing with the Vikings, and I got intercepted by, I think, Patrick Robinson, and then Teddy Bridgewater tackled him, and Patrick Robinson fumbled it, and then we picked it up, which is kind of funny. So he threw an interception, but then lost the ball, but then got it, which obviously we would lose the ball, but then we got it back. As, let me focus on the game, LeGarrette Blunt with a touchdown, tying the game. Then not too long later, there was an injury timeout, and it's Melvin Gordon grabbing his wrist. That looks very serious, so it's going to be Brandon Oliver in the game. He got injured week 1 and returned last week. Hopefully Melvin Gordon's injury is not too serious. We'll check on that very shortly, as Phillip Rivers will find Tyrell Williams for a nice first down. Melvin Gordon broke his finger. He's going to be out for the game, but when it says out for the game, that means they will be back next week. When it says TBD, that's when you get worried. So Melvin Gordon will be back next week, which is excellent news to hear. We'll see a TBD scenario later in this game. It's on 2nd and 12. Eagles backed up deep as Wentz finds Nelson Aguilar. Did Nelson Aguilar just make a catch? Yes, he did. I'm not blind. I actually think I am blind because Nelson Aguilar cannot catch, but he just caught the pass. As Blunt would be hit hard by, I'm assuming that was Melvin Ingram. So then 4th and 18, the Eagles are going to go with another long field goal from Caleb Sturgis. This time 59 yards. What did I say earlier? This dude's not Matt Prater. He's going to miss it again. He had the distance by the looks of things, but just wide right. As 1st and 10 on the 1, the Eagles are very backed up. It was very close, but an excellent punt by Kaiser the Laser. I thought it was a touchback. Like, it was on the verge. As Blunt was in the end zone, but broke a tackle. He's a big dude. He's good at that. But the Eagles weren't able to get anything. Then on 3rd and 13, Phillip Rivers will be sacked again. This time by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Then on 2nd and 1, it would be intercepted by Trey Boston. What a user pick on my skills. Round of applause for me. No golf clap. As Trey Boston, his 3rd interception this season. Only last week was the only time he's not gotten a pick this season. I told you he was doing really well, him and Adaye. As on 1st and 10, Brandon Graham with another sack. I believe Joe Barksdale's playing left tackle. Kind of considering moving Forrest Lamp there. He's been playing right tackle lately after he was playing right guard, now he's playing right tackle. It's Jahil Adaye with the sack. He had the pick. And there's going to be more Jahil Adaye's plays later. There's the TBD, Larry Ogunjobi, the rookie defensive tackle, who's filling in for the injured Brandon Mebane. He's actually been pretty good. He broke his ribs, and he's going to be out for a while. I'll show you a little more after this game as Zach Ertz on 2nd and 4 will give the Eagles the lead with just over 3 minutes left, his 2nd touchdown on the day. So then 1st and 10 on the 29 for the Chargers. Rivers looking deep for Keenan Allen, and it's caught by Keenan Allen. He's had another pretty good week, not quite as good as last week. Then 2nd and 10 on the 27. Phillip Rivers. What's he going to do? He's going to find Mike Williams, who gets the juke, and Mike Williams is in the 20. We've passed the 2-minute warning, so the Chargers, they don't even have to worry about driving the field because they've already done that. On 3rd and 5 with 25 seconds, they're going to give it to Gates as they're trying to chew the clock. They don't want to give the Eagles time to drive it. On 4th and 1, they pass the ball. Had they not learned from Super Bowl 49, and the Chargers are going to lose the game because of that. Maybe because they decided to chew the clock instead of getting a touchdown quickly. There's Larry Ogunjobi injury. However, luckily, Our rookie guard, Dan Feeney, has been cleared by doctors and will return next week.